Vendel-Martinez, MMAnytt, here with Benny Alloway, who faces Mohsen Bahari at CWFC69 Super Saturday. Now, previously your nickname has been Benny Blanco, but you were introduced as the Australian Gangster, so what's going on with the nickname situation?
I've had a hashtag going a while, the Aussie Gangster. Bit of a tribute to my boy, Chael. Chael Sonnen, and then naming my son after him. So, Chael's the American Gangster, and it just, I don't know, someone said something one time, and I'm like, let's do it. So, I just think it's time for a change, and tomorrow night I'm going to come into the ring as the Aussie Gangster.
All right, well, nothing wrong with a little change. So now
I'm also walking out to Coolio, Gangster's Paradise, so I'm trying to go the whole way with it,
Well, I think so far you automatically have the best walkout song, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Now, you're starting to get established now in Cage Warriors. You've had a couple of fights here. How do you feel so far about your fights here in this promotion?
Yeah, I got a couple of wins up. One previous UFC and then one in Dublin. So, I don't think I'm established yet. I think, I'm comfortable but not established. I think finishing Bahari, that's something I haven't done since the UFC has finished someone. So that's really my main goal. I think once I finish Bahari tomorrow night, I can kind of start to call for fights legitimately. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like I said, you're facing Mohsen Bahari, a guy who's he's also been around the European scene a while, and he's only got one loss to his name. You said before at the weigh-ins that you're hoping he stands with you. Are you expecting him not to do so?
No, I expect him to stand. I've watched a few of his fights and I haven't seen him try to take anyone down. I think one fight, the wrestler tried to take him down and mostly ended up on his back. So, I think he will stand. But, in the past, my last 8 fights have been predominantly against grapplers. And, as soon as you punch or kick them a couple of times, they don't want to be there. You know what I mean? So, Jack sort of was the same way in the last fight. He was after the takedown, and I understand everyone knew how that fight would play out. So, I'm hoping that it's I want a bit of a war. I do. I haven't had a fight like that in a while, and I want to get the finish. That's my main game. So, I think he will. I think I've agitated him enough so far, pushed a few buttons. So, if I'm in his head and he wants to stand, I oblige that kind of fight. So, bring it on. I'm really hoping that he does.
Well, yeah, you guys have the most intense stare down of all the fights at the weigh-ins. And like you mentioned before, you're probably the first fighter to ever get that kind of a emotional reaction out of a otherwise very calm fighter. Does that give you something extra, feeling like maybe you got a bit of a mental advantage?
Well, you should know, the Aussie Gangster's never in a dull stare down. I just think MMA, we're here to fight. Get in their face, and if you can't get a rise. But I think I'm in his head, definitely. I think he's very pissed off. I said a few not nice things on Twitter, but I don't think I go overboard. But I think he's going to come out hard, and I think he's going to come out and be throwing too much on his shots, and I'm going to look to put my fist on his chin and end this fight. Yeah.
And for those who missed, what kind of things did you say to him on Twitter?
Well, I won't relay him. I just basically told him, stand up, be a man, fight me proper in the middle of the cage. He didn't reply for a while, so come on, man, speak up, be a man. He did come back with a couple of bad words in his Twitter, but I love that. I use I'm not a main event. I use Twitter to build a bit of a following for the fights wherever I'm on the card, and put a bit of spice. Everyone's kind of, oh yeah, we're good friends, we'll fight. Good luck to you, but nah, man, come on. It's the promoters love it, the public loves it, so why not put it in the mix? Yeah.
Now, we talked about it the last time I interviewed you, and I'll bring it up again. That knockout over Manny Rodriguez, still, I mean, in my opinion, one of the most underrated knockouts that year. Have you been polishing on any special striking techniques, anything exciting or flashy for this fight?
Well, I did get a couple of kicks and stuff off with Jack. But, just fighting the wrestler, he really didn't allow me to do much. So, Mohsen's great. He's a great fighter. He's got great technique. He throws exciting stuff. So I'm hoping that he stands with me and we can, put on a show as well. I think it's a perfect fight for me. If he keeps it up, it's perfect. He's the type of guy that I wish I had fought in my last couple of fights, but stuck with wrestlers and grapplers for a while. I feel fresh, and I'm excited to fight him. He's no joke. He's a good fighter. He's only lost one fight by a bit of a freak heel hook. He's solid. Maybe he's a little bit underrated, but in Europe, he's a couple of interviews in some magazines and online is I don't have a chance against him. So. I hope I hope he comes in confident and we get it on properly. I'd love that.
And how do you expect this fight to end tomorrow night?
I just want to finish the fight. I don't expect a knockout or a submission or a decision. I just want to finish it. Yeah. So, if the chance is there for a sub, I'll take it. If I can knock him down and get on top, yeah. I'm just going in there to cause damage, man, and may the best man win.
All right, we'll keep your eyes peeled for potentially the first finish in Cage Warriors for Benny Alloway, who faces Mohsen Bahari at Cage Warriors 69 Super Saturday tomorrow night at the Forum here in London. Thank you very much, and good luck in the fight.